What's up, primos? Welcome back to another episode of Soul Primos, Soul Primo singular, Solo Joello, Han Solo, Joello is solo. One-man band today. Melvin will be back soon. Right now, he's just out there in the world, living his life, doing a thing a man should do, taking care of the people he loves, doing his thing. Don't be afraid to tell him you love him, you miss him, because we all miss him dearly, right? But he's okay. He will be back soon. I don't want you guys to think that that we're fighting, because me and Melvin never fight. We fight over how much we love each other, and we love how much we fight with each other. You know what I'm saying? But he will be back soon, and hopefully very, very soon. But he will be back, so let him know. Also, subscribe to the podcast. Thank you guys very much for subscribing to everything. Comment on everything. Like everything. Share everything. Bing, bang, boom. So yes, dude, life has been very crazy, man. So I went on the Instagram and I just said, like I always do recently, because sometimes I have a topic and sometimes I'm like, who's gonna want to listen to me yap for a fucking hour, man? So sometimes I ask for advice. I ask for help on what exactly to talk about. And there's some things that really interested me. Some people gave me some interesting topics. One of them, his name is Marcos. He asked me that I should talk about my early 30 experiences and how it's shaping you into the man you are today. Listen, I've been 30 for only about 2 months. Jesus Christ, 2 months now I've been 30, right? And I will say this, man, everything they said about being 30, and I feel like we've talked about being 30 kind of like the last couple of episodes, or at least like in the last 2 months, we've talked about being 30 a couple of times, because we just both turned 30, and it's a huge transition in our lives. But I will say this, man, recently I had a fall, a really bad fall, not like, oh, I tripped and fell down, or oops, I fell. Like a big, like I got airtime, I fell on my back. So this is what happened. And this is how you know you're getting old. Because, listen, so it was rainy day. There's a lot of things I have to deal with when it rains, because my car doesn't have windshield wipers, right? There's an Instagram video that Melvin posted a couple of weeks ago of us driving and the windshield wipers not working, and it was pouring rain. And I said something stupid like, I gotta lock in, because I really did. Because when I drive with my car, I literally have to focus, and I have to focus. My eyes want to focus on the windshield, it's full of droplets, but I gotta focus past it, so it's very exhausting. So I have to deal with that. But also, I have some Crocs that are smooth as fuck. They're like my ball tires that I used to have on my RAV4, and they have no traction. They have no anything, no tread, no nothing. Everything's gone. It's all smooth. It's like my fucking head. It's all smooth, like it's just smooth, right? So my girlfriend comes over, and I'm like, hell yes, I'm super excited. It's pouring rain. Hey, I'm gonna go run out there and get you, because I don't want you to be out in the rain, because a king doesn't let his queen get wet with the rain. I'm gonna go take my umbrella. You know what I'm saying? So I open my door. I run out there. I have three little stairs right when I open my door. I, for some reason, jump off of those stairs and land, right? For some reason, I landed on cement, but I landed on a very, very slippery part of the cement. And also, it's probably because my shoes are fucking smooth. So I step down, I land from the little, I don't know why I even jumped, a cute little jump, and I slid up, and then I'm in the air for, I think, 2 seconds, right? Or even less than 2 seconds, like 1 second. And all I'm thinking about is, bro, please do not hit your fucking head. Do not hit the back of your head. So when I'm in the air, I kind of move my body like this, and then I fall on my back into my neck, and I do a loud noise, just and then my girl is outside, and she's like, Jojo? And then I'm just like, oh, and then I'm on the floor, and I'm like, oh, why is this hurting so fucking bad? My shoulder, my body, my legs all feel like a shockwave. A shockwave went through my whole body. And in my head, I was like, no fucking way. Am I really this hurt? And I tried moving, and I was like, oh. And then I could hear my girlfriend, and this is pouring rain, by the way. It's pouring rain still. So I'm on the floor getting fucking drenched. And then my girlfriend is like, are you being for real? And then her daughter is like, Jojo, are you serious? And I'm just like, oh God. And then they go run, and I don't know where they go. I thought I thought I couldn't see exactly where they're at. They're right in front of me, with the gate is over here, and I'm over here. But I turn around and I can't really see. My eyes are closed, but I'm like, are they just looking at me? Are they gonna fucking help me? And then I open up my eyes. I'm like, what the fuck are they? So I just like, my back is like aching, my neck is aching, and I'm just like, oh my God, that exerted so much energy. So I'm just looking up in the sky, and I'm seeing all the rain fall on me, all the raindrops on me. And I'm just sitting there for like 20 seconds. At the back of my mind, I am like, where the fuck is my girlfriend? You know what I mean? And then I just close my eyes, and I'm just sitting there fucking getting drenched in the water. And it's so dramatic because it's literally pouring rain, and I'm just like this, like, oh, like ready to go home to Jehovah, ready to go back to Jehovah where I belong. And then my girl's like, Jojo, are you okay? What happened? And then they start laughing because maybe they think I'm joking. And then at this point, I'm like, bro, I fell. I fucking fell. I did an old man fall. And then I got up, and all the noises that every fucking old man does, the fucking, I did all of that. And while I was getting up, I realized, holy shit, man. I used to fall a lot when I skateboard. I used to fall all the time when I would fucking rollerblade. When I would skate the skate park, there were many times I'd get my my skateboard. I get like a little pebble stuck in the wheel, and I would get stuck and fly out. There's one time I slammed on the floor, and I bruised my rib from doing like a little quarter pipe. I slammed on the floor. And even then, I was able to kind of just like, I slammed on the floor, I got up, and my elbow was all fucked up, so I can't really extend my elbow, but I was able to walk to the front. And this one wasn't even like a real fucking fall from like the second or the third story from anywhere. It was just a little slip, boom, I'm done. And then the whole day, my neck was hurting, my back was hurting, and I had to go to work that day. And then I was like limping for some fucking reason. And it's still, I was like, fuck, I don't want to get rid of these Crocs though. But then I love my parents. And I think maybe some people can relate to this, or maybe some can't. My parents, they get very stressed out sometimes with me. You know what I mean? Like, has my dad and mother, were they asking me for a long time to get my windshield wipers? Yes. Are they stressed out when I don't? They're stressed out when they see me driving, and they can't see me through the window because it's covered in water and pebbles and just water droplets that really form one big drop of the water, and they can't really see through anything. It's all blurry. Is it hard to see when I'm driving in the freeway and it's pouring rain and I have to turn my emergency lights on because I don't want to crash and I'm scared? Yes, right? So they always get stressed out. And when I thought I was being funny. I told my mom, "Oh, Mom, I fell." She was like, "What? Where? How?" I was like, "It's funny. I had some Crocs and then I just slipped." She was like, "Where did you slip?" I was like, "Oh, just in front of the house." But I'm good. She's like, "Where did you hit? Did you hit yourself?" I was like, "Yeah, I fell." She's like, "But where did you hit yourself?" "Oh, just on my back." "On your back?" And this is all in Spanish, by the way. "Oh, ¿tu espalda? Ay, mijo, tienes que ir al doctor." I was like, "No, I'm fine. Estoy bien." And then my mom was like, "Is that it? Is all you heard?" I was like, "No, like my neck, like it's hard to move my neck." And she's like, "Ay, te duele mucho." And then once she starts freaking out, I don't know if it's some trauma or I don't know if it's like some buildup of anger. I'm just like, "Bro, please stop, relax. Ma, por favor, relájate, estoy bien." She's like, "You have to go to the doctor, you're gonna get paralyzed." And then it just fucking stresses me the fuck out. And then sometimes I feel like not even tolerating anything that happens to me, because I just feel like I stress her out. And I feel like when you're 30 years old, man, your body really is turning into a piece of shit. Because I feel like, and I don't know if I said this before, I'll say it again, but every year every year, look, this might be some genius shit or might be some stupid shit, right? Every year you're getting older. Of course, hot take. Every year you age. Every year you age 1 year closer to death, yes. But I feel like up until 20, it's like you're aging forward, but you're still young, baby. You're still like a newborn baby. 20 to 30, 20 to 25, you're still like, every year you age, like, I'm only this. Once you start, reaching the second half of 20s, you don't really say, I'm only this. Be like, okay, I'm almost 30. I'm almost 30. I'm only 25. I'm only 27. I'm only 28. Because that's still young. But, the pressures of the world you start to feel them on your shoulders and on your chest. Now it's like, do you have a job? Can you support somebody? Well, you have a career? What are you doing? Are you a piece of shit? Do you have trauma? Do you carry that trauma? Do you show that trauma in other ways? Are you a fucking asshole? People want to know that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're an asshole when you're 28, 29, 30, and you're just like, if people ask you, why are you a fucking dick? Right? And then people are like, oh, because when I was younger, it's like, all right, bro, listen, that was 20 years ago. I get people have trauma. People have drama that happened in their childhood. And some of it is a lot worse than others. But sometimes people have like an average level of trauma. I'm not saying I have more or less than average. I'm just saying some people have like, okay, why are you a fucking asshole? You really gotta take responsibility of your traumas and fucking be like, I don't want to be this person. I gotta fix myself even a little bit as I enter my 30s, because you want to enter the 30s the best version of yourself as you possibly can. I made a goal last 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, a year ago actually, where I was like, hey, Joel, you are fat, and that's okay. And that's okay. I know with people that are overweight, it can be a very sensitive subject, but I was overweight. I may not have been like extremely crazy, like 400, 300 pounds, but I think I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, bro, you are a fucking fat ass. And your cheeks are fucking disgusting. Your lopsided face, your hair is thinning. That doesn't really have to do with the weight thing, but it's like you get out of breath very easily. You need to change. So I made a goal. I'm going to try to enter my 30s in the best shape that I've been in a long time. And I lost 30 pounds, lost 35 pounds. And I felt really, really good. And I've been running and I feel like I'm the healthiest I've been in a long, long, long time, And also, now that I'm 30, it's like, okay, now I need to drink more water. Am I addicted to Diet Cokes? Am I perfect? No. Okay. I am slightly addicted to Diet Cokes. And I do buy Diet Cokes, and I do buy the off-brand Diet Cokes, and I do buy Shasta Diet Cokes. I do buy Diet Cokes from different brands, and also like Diet 7-Ups, Diet this, Diet that. I do have a problem with soda, but now that I'm 30, it's like, okay, I gotta make sure I get my electrolytes. I got my electrolytes. I got my water. I'm making sure I run. I'm hitting the gym, bing, bang, boom, because I need to make sure my body is good, because I don't want to be the 6-year-old that can't walk or can't hold himself together. If I fall when I'm 60, bro, it's over. If I fall when I'm 70, if I haven't taken care of myself for 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, and I fall when I'm 70, like that fall that I had the other day, if I was an old man, it's over. I'm dead. Está todo. Ya se acabó, güey. It's over for me. Yeah, stop. I'm done. Boom. Sploosh. The douche for the douche. It's done. Like, it's weird how many people pass away when they get older just from simple falls like that. Granted, I didn't have to be running with my bald Crocs. That is, I guess that fall was preventable. La caída de Joel was preventable. Yes. But I got to make sure I don't have any more of those falls anymore, because those falls can be very alarming, because I just felt so helpless for that 1 second when I was in the air. I just felt like, dude, this is it. It's over for me. Like Jehovah's coming to fucking take me back. And I don't like feeling like that. I want to be old. I want to be like 90. I want to get fucked up when I'm 90 years old. I want to wake up and just look at my girl and be like, I'm going to get a fucking Michelob Zero. And then I'm not talking about Michelob fucking zero alcohol, Michelob free alcohol. I'm talking about Michelob 0 calories, 14% alcohol. One of those things is gonna fucking fuck me up. Two of those things is gonna black me out. I want to go to brunch when I'm 90 years old. I want to have a fucking mimosas, bottomless mimosas. They're gonna try to cut me off after 4. I'm gonna be like, keep them coming, because I have done that as a 27-year-old when I was 27. There've been a couple times I've gone to brunch with the homies. Had a good time. And then, there's this place I go to, Monrovia. Shout out to Peach Cafe in Monrovia. It's a great brunch spot. If you're around the area, go to Peach Cafe for your bottomless mimosas. I will say, there's been a couple times where I've gone, and after 5 or 6, they don't look at me as much. They don't look me in the eye. They kind of give me the side eye. And I'm a shy guy. So it's like, I don't want to be the guy that bothers a waiter, but I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about mimosas right now, all right? This is what we're going to talk about for like the next 20 seconds. I'm just saying, fucking mimosas are the greatest gift to mankind, okay? And I want to be old. I want to be drinking that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right. I want to be old, drinking my fucking mimosas and not be cut off. Oh, okay, yeah, because when I was younger, 27 years old, they tried to cut me off. And I don't fucking like that shit. If I'm paying $14 for fucking bottomless mimosas, I don't want to see the bottom, right? Why are you showing me the bottom? Why are you showing me the bottom of the mimosas? It's bottomless. You know? Why are you showing me the bottom of something that shouldn't have a bottom? Bottomless mimosas. Let's get to the bottom of this. Okay. Now we're talking. If I'm getting mimosas, don't cut me off at 4 or 5. You know what I mean? Don't cut me off at 4 or 5. Wait till I get to 8, 9, 10. Because I think mimosas are the things that, listen, they're not going to get you fucked up. They'll get you fucked up. But I'm saying a lot of times they sneak up on you. You need time. You need time for your body to suck in that fucking orange juice and that champagne. You need time for it to completely inebriate you, to get you obliterated. You need time. So, if you're going to cut me off at 5 or 6, I'm going to complain. Or I'll get my homie to complain because I'm shy. We spend $12 on this, $13 on this, $14 depending on what kind of day, on what part of the what day of the week, because they have specials, they have fucking brunch deals, yada yada yada. But don't cut me off. I want to get belligerent. I want to fucking throw up outside. I want to cause a scene internally. Not with I don't want to bother anybody, but I want to cause a scene in here. I want to lose my mind here. I want to think dark thoughts in here. I want to be insecure in here. I want to get fucked up. And I just want to fucking look around and just be like, wow, life is fucking beautiful. Isn't this amazing? Like, life is so good. And especially in the summer, when you're dehydrated, when you haven't been drinking your electrolytes, when the sun is like 95 degrees and like there's a cool little breeze and you're still kind of like hungover from the night before, and then you start drinking 5 or 7 or 8. God damn, the feeling of that first sip, and you just know you're gonna get absolutely destroyed. It's such a beautiful goddamn feeling. So that's why when you try to cut me off at 5 or 6, it's disrespectful. And I'll bring it up, like I said. Well, don't show me the bottom. There shouldn't be no bottom to this joyous occasion that I'm having. I'm paying $17. Paying $35 for this fucking plate and for this fucking mimosas. Let me enjoy it completely. Let me finish just give me the orange. You don't gotta squeeze it. You don't gotta put it in you don't gotta use your juicy, what's it called? The fucking the not juicy fruit, the popular orange juice. Why am I thinking juicy fruit? That is not fucking orange juice. That's a fucking shitty ass gum. The orange juice, the orange juice you see at a restaurant. I forgot what the brand is called. Listen, don't give me that. Just give me the orange. Don't even give me the orange juice. Just give me the champagne. Yeah. Just give me the champagne. Some places do it right because some places do it so good with bottomless mimosas because they would just say, hey, bro, we're just going to give you the bottle. And that is, here's the controversy behind that. It sounds great. It sounds beautiful. Oh, shit, you're going to give me the bottle. And I don't have to ask you like, hey, can I get a refill? Can I get a refill? I don't have to ask you. It's all here. But you're sharing that bottle with somebody, right? Or more than one person. You're not going to be able to get 5. Not everybody's going to be able to get 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 refills of that shit. You know? So that's how they fucking get you sometimes. If they give you a bottle, just be like, no. No. I'm down to, if this is bottomless, I'm down to fucking drink it, finish the bottle, but I want a refill. Because I feel like if you're going to get bottomless mimosas, they shouldn't really be giving you a bottle because there's a bottom to it. You know what I mean? And I just want you to keep bringing me drinks. Is that weird to say? Is that an alcoholic thing to say? Is that crazy? And I feel like a lot of people relate to that, brother. feel like a lot of people feel what I'm feeling. You know, dude. I've gotten Sony mimosas before. I went with a homie, and we were both just like completely obliterated. And then I remember they kind of cut us off. They were like, okay, oh yeah. So okay, they did give us 4, 5, 6, right? And I will say that we were kind of hammered. We were kind of inebriated. We were kind of hammered, right? We weren't even eating. We were just like, we're just gonna get drinks, whatever. And then they cut us. They were just like, oh, no rush, but here's a check. And then we're both like, and she didn't make a scene, but she called the waiter back, and then she was just like, excuse me, I thought it was bottomless, and I only had like 6. Is that like that's it? And she's like, I mean, I can give you another one. And I was looking at, oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna bleep her name. Okay, yes. So I was looking at my friend. And at first I was like, bro, chill. It's fine. We don't have to keep drinking. But then I just started to feel it, like, holy fuck, I'm obliterated too. I'm absolutely hammered. But thankfully, this waiter was like, okay, yeah, I'll bring you guys another round. And I really appreciated that. Because you spend your hard-earned money on these drinks and these restaurants, and I just want that great service. And I don't know how we ended up on bottomless mimosas, but I'm kind of glad we did. Because there was a podcast the other day where we talked about bottomless mimosas, and not everybody really understanding the idea of a bottomless mimosas, which I would just say, just try it. Just try it, baby. Do it. Go to brunch by yourself. Go to brunch with anybody else, and then get bottomless mimosas. And if they give you the bottle, just be like, bro, just give me unlimited refills. So I would say another question that Jessica asked. She asked, "What are your thoughts on pineapple on pizza?" See, pineapple on pizza. I don't even like pineapples. I'm not the biggest fan of a pineapple. I don't really like pineapples. When I see a fruit cup and there's pineapples, I tend to stay away from the area in which the pineapples are located. I don't really like the taste. It's very sweet and sour. I don't really like that. On a pizza, I feel like there's only. All right, here we go. I'm a big fan of pizza. I think everybody's a big fan of pizza. There's different layers. There's different levels of pizza, right? There's good, there's great, and there's godlike. I think great is Little Caesars. I think Little Caesars extra miss most bestis is really good. Baldwin Park has a Baldwin Park pizza company that's very delicious. La Gigante might have been probably good or low level. $3.99 is a spot that has pretty decent pizza. Papa John's got great pizza. Domino's has great pizza. Fantastic pizza. I feel the godlike pizza is a stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. Now, a lot of people back in the day were like, oh, I forgot what the controversy was with Pizza Hut. They were like, oh, they don't make it with real bread or real ingredients or real this or real that. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care, Mike. I don't care what they make it with. It tastes so delicious when that cheese hits my mouth. It's delicious, and I chew on that shit. It disintegrates in my mouth. It's fucking incredible. The pepperoni with some jalapenos. Oh my God, dude. I think Pizza Hut is probably one of the best pizza restaurants of all time. Little Caesars is great, but you really feel, it's great for the price also. And I'm always down for some pizza. I think it's the best party. If you're gonna do a potluck thing, bring like 5 boxes of Pizza Hut. No one's gonna complain because Little Caesars, because it's incredible. It's pizza. It's good. Everybody likes it. And now there's deep dish pizza. The deep dish pizza. Now that might be God tier as well. Deep dish pizza from Little Caesars is pretty fucking good. Now, I went to New York. I've gone to New York a couple times, only twice, I think. And last time, every single time actually, I've overindulged with the pizza. I go to one corner, pizza by the slice. I walk down like a little mile, pizza by the slice. I go over here, pizza by the slice, and I go back home to go back to my hotel. And while I'm going up to my hotel, might as well stop by and get another pizza by the slice. The pizza by the slice in New York is so fucking delicious. It is just thin pizza, and it's fucking good. Even though when it's like kind of decent, it's still fucking good. Pizza is just so incredible. But Chicago, one of the best pizza spots I've ever had was in Chicago. It was it was outside of Rosemont, Illinois, and it was one of the best pizza spots. God, when you eat good food, man, there's nothing like when you eat a good goddamn meal. Life is just so beautiful. I remember I went to Rosemont. I was with the comedian that I work for, and then we were with the other comedians, and I remember I didn't really know like a little bit of like a 2 or 3 of them, other comedians. So I was kind of like tired. I was kind of like, I was kind of shy, I guess. And I was like, I'm just going to go back to the hotel. They're like, nah, food, come. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And then I remember we got our pizza. We got our wings before we got the pizza. And we ate the wings, and it was some of the best wings I've ever tasted in my life. And then we got like a beer, and then the pizza came, and that was glorious. And I remember looking around, and we were all laughing and eating pizza and eating wings, and it was cold outside in Rosemont, and we were eating and we were laughing. And I remember like, dude, this is such a beautiful core memory that I want to cherish for as long as I can. And a lot of the times, like sometimes I just go eat with a homie, and then we go to Applebee's or Chili's. And sometimes I have a homie that knows how to cook, and he'll cook food for me and somebody else. And such a beautiful, pleasant experience when you're eating good food with people you care about. It's so simple. And I think that a lot of times, why complicate things? You know what I mean? Oh, should we go here? Should we go there? Hey, how about we just get a fucking meal somewhere and talk and have a good time? It's the same thing like a bar. Hey, let's just go to a random bar, shitty bar. Like, listen, me and Melvin, we have different tastes in bars. Very different tastes in bars. Melvin needs to have a rooftop. Needs to have like a Uber driver drive him there. He needs to be in the backseat, come out from the backseat. He needs to what is that? What else does he need? He needs there to be like a party, like an Oscar party nearby. He needs like to know all the backdoor exits. He needs to sneak in, sneak out. He needs to be like all the vibe. He needs it to be packed. He needs there to be celebrities there. He needs there to be like maybe an A-list director or somebody or whatever. For me, and I've said this before, when I go to a bar, a dive bar, and I see a jukebox and I see 3 old guys that don't know how to use the Touch Tunes app, which is basically the jukebox, I'm like, I'm home. I'm home. And then when I order a Jack and Coke and I see how terrible they mix it, right? The bartender is talking to somebody else, and they're just like, yeah, man, Billy hasn't been showing up, right? And they're talking, and that's more than a shot, it's almost 2. And then they give me a little bit of Diet Coke, and then it tastes awful. It tastes like shit. But goddamn, it gets me buzzed. It's as simple as that. You go drink with the homie, you have a blast. Go eat some food, some good food with people you care about. It's incredible. Like pizza too. When you go and hang out with your lady, get some pizza, watch a movie, laughing over some good food. What more could you ask for in life, man? Food is such an important part of our everyday lives, and that's why I think it's important for people to learn how to cook, man. And I don't know shit about cooking. I only know how to cook like 4 things. But I think like I don't understand. And like I said, I don't know how to cook. A lot of shit. Very select things I know how to cook decently. But I can kind of fuck around and cook for myself and for my girl. And some of it is decent, some of it's pretty good, some of it's nothing crazy. But when dudes don't really know how to cook anything, that worries me a lot. Like I said, I'm a piece of shit. I'm not cool. I'm not nothing. I'm just saying, how do you not know a basic survival necessity? And I know. I mean, we're not really life and death here, but you don't know how to cook for yourself, dude. You don't know how to feed yourself. Like, let's say you're here at home and you're fucking I don't know, car's not working, you don't have Uber Eats, or you fucking your phone's dead. It's like, what, you don't know how to cook? You don't know how to cook? Some simple shit, some eggs, some grilled eggs, you want some French toast, you don't know how to make some toast? You just want to eat a sandwich all the time? You don't want to cook some chicken? I just cook some steaks, even though like the steaks I cook, they're not that great, man. I'm trying. I had my girl over the other day. I tried to do some ribeye steaks. I'm trying to do it on the grill, on a pan, stainless steel pan. Nothing. I haven't really perfected it. My mom knows how to cook. My dad knows how to make ceviche really good in other foods, and I know how to make ceviche pretty good. But I think it's just a basic necessity that I feel like a lot of dudes kind of feel like it's a feminine trait almost to cook for yourself, which I think is it's wild to me, I don't know how it is with other dudes when they live by themselves, if they're just Uber eating or maybe just having snacks and spending money on going out all the time, which is cool, but sometimes you just want to be at home and save money, you know what I mean? And also sometimes the chicken I eat at restaurants, dude, nowhere near as good the chicken I'm cooking here, or nowhere near as good as the chicken my girlfriend's family makes and my girlfriend makes. That's some of my favorite chicken. It's like they have a tapatio chicken, they have their own recipe. It's fucking incredible, man. And when we eat it and we're looking around just eating and laughing over food, it's so weird. It's so simple. It's like you're feeling good emotionally, right? The people you love around you, the people you like, you want to get to know somebody, yada, yada, yada. And then your insides feel so good and your taste buds are exploding. It's such a beautiful sensation, dude. And also, I've been very blessed over this last 2 years because I've been able to see a lot of the country, right? I've been able to see almost all 50 states. I think I'm like 46 or 45. And I'm not flexing because I'm not paying for this. You know what I mean? I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna travel in the world. I'm working, so I'm not like fucking. I'm also not seeing the whole state, like traveling through everything, like seeing everything, seeing the nightlife, everything. Some cities you see more than others. So I'm not trying to be like, oh, I pay for all this. I work for somebody, and then they provide all this shit because I'm working for them on the road. But the beautiful thing about seeing the country, and also this is what I learned too about seeing a lot of the country and seeing like the rest of the country. I feel like how do I say this correctly? There's a lot of discrimination and a lot of hate in this country sometimes. And I really wonder if these people have traveled, and you don't have to travel far, brother. You don't gotta go fucking to another country. Travel within the country, a different city, a different state. Because when you see the rest of the country and you see different people, you see Latinos, you see black people, you see white people, you see Asians, you see Mexicans, everybody. And you see them and you see part of the cultures in different big cities and smaller cities, and their cultures over here and their cultures over here. You see the beauty of everybody, and you have conversations with people, right? Because sometimes on the internet, you get the feeling that everybody hates each other. On the internet, you feel like you see so much racist shit, so much wild shit, right? And you're like, okay, the whole country hates each other. And then you go into real life with that mentality of, okay, so I saw that what this white person said here, or I saw what this other person said here, so I don't like you and you don't like me, so I'm going to go into every interaction with having the idea that you don't like me and I don't like you, right? Which is incredibly awful and it's toxic, and it's also like hurting your own growth as a human being to be able to connect to other people from different cultures and different backgrounds. But being able to travel the country and see other people's, like when I go to the East Coast, there's a lot of other Latinos and a lot of Africans and Ethiopian, I don't even know how to say Ethiopians and other people, other ethnicities, other backgrounds, and seeing people and like seeing their food and see how they interact with each other. And also like just eating some people's food. And you look in the restaurant and you're just like, wow, this is like I don't usually eat this kind of food. And then I'm seeing like their culture, like the way the artwork on the walls or like some history on the walls from their culture. I'm like, it's so beautiful. And even just eating their food is so different and so delicious. And it makes me just like appreciate this group of people that I'm not really familiar with. Because out here, like I said, it's diverse, but it's not really that diverse sometimes. You know, especially where I live, it's a lot of Mexicans, Latinos, and nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying sometimes in other parts of the country are way more diverse than here. But yeah, you have conversations with people. Like, I feel like white people get a lot of hate sometimes, and you talk to a lot of white people, and you're just like, bro, you're fucking cool, man. You're a nice dude. You're very sweet. And I feel like sometimes you go online and you see like the complete opposite of that. You think like they're all awful. And then you see the complete opposite of everything, of everybody hating on each other. But people that are, when you're well-traveled, will try to travel and try to see other people's perspectives, try someone else's food, try living in other people's shoes. You gain a new perspective on life and other people's struggles, right? Because sometimes it's just, bro, this is just you born in another part of the country, right? This is you born in another part of the world, another part of the state, another part of anything. I don't know why it's so hard for people to relate to other people, even though we're different, because we're all different and we all have our own uniqueness to us, especially not just as humans in our how personality wise, but just backgrounds. There's all you're born from here, and you were born from this part of the world, and you saw this, and your language is this, and certain things you do out of respect when you meet other people. And I'm not used to that because I'm from a different culture. But let me try to understand. Like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, you're just asking like the most basic human questions and having a little bit of curiosity about somebody else's culture can go a long way into just, honestly, just fucking eliminating any not that anybody has hates that listens to the pod, but eliminating any fucking what's the word? I guess I'm just gonna say eliminating any fucking uncertainty of other people, or maybe having a certain idea of a certain group of people, and that's why. Yeah, I just don't get it. When people don't like a certain group of people, I'm like, have you even, like this one, I was at a party one time and then this person was like talking shit about Venezuelan people, right? And then all I said, he had his whole rant about them, right? And all I said, I was like, bro, have you ever met a Venezuelan? And he was like, well, no. I'm like, then what the fuck are you talking about, bro? What the fuck are you talking about? How did you give a whole speech, a hateful speech almost, about disliking these people, this group of people, and what they're doing when you've never, ever, ever met one person? How is that possible? How is it possible to dislike a group of people when you haven't even met one? That doesn't make any fucking sense. And that's when you know someone's been on the internet for far too long. Someone stays on the internet for far too long. And someone stays on the wrong side of the internet for far too long. Because I know people that stay on the internet for a long time and they're like, hey, you know giraffes actually have two brains? And you're just like, okay, oh shit, okay. And they have like the most random, cool, interesting facts. And you're like, okay, I like you. You're on the internet a lot, but there's a lot of curiosity you have. You're learning a lot of interesting shit, right? You know, everybody knows somebody that knows something about everything. You know what I mean? They always have some weird fact about this. And you say like, hey, hey, that car over there is a nice car. He's like, and then they're just like, well, it's actually a 6-cylinder Nissan Sentra that was forged in 1946, and it was actually made by Robert H. Hoover from Minnesota. Yeah, he came here when his wife divorced him. It's funny. Yeah, he divorced him, and then she ended up fucking his brother. And the weird thing about it is like the brother and the guy were cool after they started a business together, and then the wife actually, you know, she ended up like disappearing for a little bit, and no one really knows what happened to her. So they kind of dedicated this vehicle after her. And then you're just like, oh, okay. See, I don't mind that because they have some interesting facts. But some people are just like, hey, you know, this about this. Like the guy that I told you, we're at a party, he's saying all this shit about Venezuelans, but he haven't even met a fucking Venezuelan. You know what I mean? It's like fucking some I don't know, some people from the South or somewhere from the middle of like let's say someone from North Dakota. I don't know how many Latinos or Mexicans are out there in North Dakota. That seems pretty high up for anybody from Mexico to go up there, but you never know. There's Mexicans kind of everywhere, Latinos kind of everywhere. But let's say, imagine a world where there's no, in my case specifically, because I am Mexican, there's no Mexicans in North Dakota, right? And I'm not saying there is, I'm just saying, because it sounds like there aren't any. But imagine going there and hearing these people talk about Mexican, and then a lot of people do. or other groups of people that they don't understand or even try to understand or even don't know anybody from that group and be like, they're this, because there's stuff they read on the news, stuff they hear on the news, stuff they're watching, maybe the podcast they're listening to. And then all you gotta be is like, bro, have you met one of them? They might be like, I don't want to know them. It's like, okay, well, there's your problem, man. You're living in the bubble, and you're never gonna grow as a human being. And it's sad that a lot of people live like that. It's very, very sad. And also, it's also, I don't want to make it sound like it's like a Caucasian thing too. Because my other friend that said about Venezuelans was Mexican. It's other groups too. You know what I mean? It could be lads, whites, blacks, Latino. Anybody can have that idea of people that they don't really, haven't really taken the time to understand. But yes, I don't know. My point was all this one. I don't know what the point of. I don't know how I even got here. But yes. I think people are way more traveled than me, 100%. People have seen the world. You know, I haven't really been outside of the country much. Mexico. I've been to Canada, Mexico. I've been to London. Is the furthest I've got. It's funny, when I was out there, I would go to these pubs and just the way they talk about American politics. And I'm not a political guy, but I'm just saying the observation that I had. It's like almost like the way I would hear them. I was at a bar with a homie who was Mexican, and then sometimes you would hear the stuff people saying in the background, and it's almost like it's like a cartoon or it's like a show. It's like a drama. It's like a drama show there, like a novella almost. The shit that they're talking about and the shit that they're hearing and the way to discuss it, like they're all cracking up about the president saying this and this saying this and this saying this, and it is kind of weird. It's like, yeah, some of the shit that's goes on is pretty ridiculous, right? And then we kept on tipping. But London too London was very crazy to hear the types of accents we hear. They're very thick. I think in that area there's so many different layers and backgrounds and sounds and voices that are on this little bubble, and it's so overwhelming because obviously you're born in America, United States. So every time someone has like a European accent, it's just like, whoa. But over there, it's like fucking heavy. And that was amazing too. That was incredible. Either way, we all just gotta love each other and show appreciation for everybody, man. If you dislike a group, anybody, get to know them first, man. And if you dislike them, that specific person, don't think that not everybody's like that. They're just good people and there's bad people. And that's pretty much it, brother. And does that make sense? I hope so. I'm not the kind of guy to listen, I'm a piece of shit, bro. Okay, so Emilio also asked me, talk about fun things to do on your birthday. I suck at celebrating myself and I'm trying to figure out budget-friendly things to do on my birthday this month. Big dog. Birthday month. Let's fucking go. Well, I will say this, man. I'm not a birthday dude because I grew up without it. No big deal. I was a Jehovah's Witness. Those are some good times, but I'm no longer a JW. But listen, maybe I can say, because see, it's hard because I don't really celebrate my birthday, and I do like with my loved ones, I guess last year, but it's also, and I don't want to sound like a dick, but sometimes I feel like it's more, especially when you have a partner, and I don't know how this is going to sound, but I feel like it's more for them sometimes in my situation, because I don't want to celebrate my birthday. I hate it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I didn't celebrate my whole life. So there's still a sense of guilt when I do it or when I celebrate any holidays. And I can't really shake it. I was Jehovah's Witness for too long. As soon as I can remember, I was it. And I was told that it was awful. It was bad. It was going against God. So whenever I do celebrate it, it's never really like, I never feel like joy. Like I've gone to birthday parties when people are like, oh, I am so happy. Oh, thank you guys so much. And that's amazing. I just don't think I can ever feel that. And for any holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, I can never feel like the joy I'm supposed to feel, I think. Because I look around, everybody's happy, and I'm like, I feel normal today, and maybe a little worse because it's a holiday. Not to bring this down, but I'm just saying. So as far as like birthdays, I don't really do things for my birthday. I will say, for me, there's things that I have done by myself that I do enjoy doing. Like, okay, so let me recommend a couple of things. You celebrate yourself, trying to figure out budget-friendly things to do on my birthday this month. Listen, budget-friendly things to do on your birthday this month. Let me see. I mean, besides like the boring stuff, like maybe going on a hike, going to the beach. When I was younger, I used to go to the beach a lot, though. I used to go to the beach and by myself, listen to some music, have my headphones on. There's been days when I was younger. I don't do it as much now just because I'm a little bit busier than I used to be. But there would be full days I would dedicate to myself where I would be like, oh, I'm going to go thrift in the morning. I'm going to go to the beach, just hang around, maybe just take pictures, get my film camera, take pictures, do that for a couple of hours, get some food around there, get some pizza, walk around, listen to some music, listen to some podcasts. Then I'll be like, what's a thrift store around here, right? And then I wouldn't get some when I'm at the beach. I wouldn't get something from the thrift store because it's kind of expensive. But I would just look around and just enjoy everything, you know. And after that, I will kind of do more of that, just walking around by the beach. It's just so nice, and especially if you have a camera. I don't know if you. I'm pretty sure you're an RT gentleman, but I also recommend. I feel like everybody should have a camera. You know what I mean? I also feel like everybody should have a camera, even a cheap camera, like maybe it doesn't have to be film or a digital expensive one, but anything. I feel like. And I guess now it's your phone, yes, but I feel like there's something special about having a designated camera that's just to document your life. Because like I take a bunch of pictures, even on my phone and for work and for life. And part of me loves this podcast because I get to watch myself. I can watch myself later down the line and see me grow old with the homie of mine, which sounds kind of gay, but it's beautiful at the same time. But to celebrate yourself, man, you gotta let me see. I mean, you gotta. What kind of things do you like to do, man? I've gone to bars and I've drank by myself and I've listened to music and I've talked to people at bars and I've had a good ass time, and then I've gone to the movies right after that and I've watched the movie by myself and I got popcorn and I got a fucking Diet Coke and I felt good. I felt like I was just doing whatever I really wanted to do. I was being selfish. I asked myself, what do I like doing? Why not just do it? I like going to the beach. I like thrifting, and not all those. I've been to a museum by myself. I went to a museum by myself recently in Utah. It was a National History Museum, and that was really nice. And it was like it's not budget. It's like $20. I don't know what your budget is, but that was awesome. That was really nice because I could really I was there for a couple of hours, and just being able to do things like that when without having somebody else, it's such a different experience because you don't gotta wait, or you don't want to. Sometimes you don't want to be too long because I don't want to keep them waiting. If they see like they moved on, you don't want to keep them waiting. Yada yada. The point is, you can just do things and just think about yourself and what you want to do. You want to keep looking at this section, these dinosaur bones for like 20 minutes and 30 minutes, and just be like, wow, this is incredible. Wow, look at this the chart of evolution. All these primates of fucking these tadpoles going into fucking primates. Yada yada yada. You can do all that. And some of these museums they're not too pricey. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know what the budget is, but I recommend that. Do a little museum. Go to the Holocaust Museum out here. It's one of the greatest museums I've been to. And it's probably the best museum I've been to. I knew that when you went to that museum, you get a note or they get a card of a child from the Holocaust, and at the end you know if they live or die. I didn't know that you would go through this journey and they would recreate parts of Berlin and Germany, and you would see everything they would do, all the Nazi propaganda. You would see all the posters. You would get a sense of like the conversations people were having, whether we're eating dinner about the war, about the Nazis, about the Jews that felt unsafe. You really got to feel what they were feeling. Obviously not as intense because obviously no one's going to feel what they felt, but I'm saying it allows you to understand them more, to kind of like what I'm saying, understand them more, see what they were going through, see the horrific ordeals and fear they had to live with in that period of time. So I recommend that one. Like I said, it's not. I think it's like $20. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Also, any exercise is always going to be good on your birthday, man. Like I said, anytime you're in a birthday, I think might be the first thing you should start. Go for a run. Go for a little hike. Start your day off on a fucking positive track, bro. Start your day off with a run, with some walking, with a hike. Get some electrolytes in you, and that's always free, baby. And guess what? You don't got to pay to feel good. You could just go out for a walk and feel good after that, and then that's all free, baby. Let me see. What else can you do on your fucking birthday, man? What else can you do? I'm trying to figure it out because I'm a simple man too, man. I like just going to get some food, going to the movies, go to the beach. Let me see. I'm trying to think on the spot right now. I'm thinking on the spot. Maybe when you watch this, let me know what you think about my answers, and then maybe I can add some more. Because at the top of the dome, I'm trying to figure out what can be, like, if you're gonna go out there by yourself, what can you do? But if you're watching this, please DM me and be like, hey, I like those suggestions, or I like doing this. What should I do? What should I do? And then I could definitely give a better answer, because maybe I didn't do the best at that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I feel like this episode might have been all over the place, maybe. And I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if that's good or bad. Hopefully you guys like this episode. I know it's we all miss Melvin. I miss him as well. And yeah, man. Hopefully you guys like the episode, and like and subscribe. Do all those things. And I fucking love y'all. You guys are the best. And fucking keep doing your thing, man. Love y'all.